All right. I think we are live. Welcome everybody. Fist After Dark. I felt like playing a different game tonight. Felt like playing Diablo 4. It's a game I've kind of been getting into more recently. And I wanted to do a Fist After Dark on it because it has a really cool story. And I'd like to just experience that and play that with you. Yeah. So, if you wouldn't mind indulging me, I basically want to show you the story. I'm not necessarily worried about being maybe too powerful, maybe not. We're going to start a new character. Sonja the Red Barbarian. So, let's at least go for an hour tonight and see where we go. I do have to set up the stream. Let me go ahead and click play. I don't know how well performance-wise, how well it's going to work. It is a pretty demanding game, even more so than Star Citizen sometimes. So we will see. I actually don't have a hook for it yet in the beginning screen, which I'm going to try to do now, so stay with me. Let's get my webcam going here. I should do a color background. Hold on. There we go. Red for Diablo 4. Now let me set up my capture here. Of course, OBS doesn't like main screens for some reason, but Diablo 4 capture specific window. Diablo 4. We'll see how well this works. It looks like it is working, so capture the cursor, and well, that's normal. Yep, capture the full darn screen. Oh, it goes all the way to the top. That's sorry, I just gotta move it a little bit and we'll get going. So you see the barbarian up there. We're gonna recreate her real quick. Oh my gosh, I have so many cameras on here. I guess I should have set this up before I even thought about it. But it's set up now. Okay, so here we go. So I do need to have my mouse on the main screen. And maybe I make should I do my face a little smaller on here on the webcam? Let me know if it gets a little obtrusive. So this is kind of what we're going for. I'm actually gonna just delete her, unfortunately. And we're gonna make a new Sonja. Okay. All right, create new character. We're gonna go barbarian. Oh, yeah. And we are gonna go for a bleed barbarian, basically. I think it's pretty cool. There's not much change from her, to be quite honest. She's mostly gonna be like this. I don't want to spend too long on character customization. Hopefully the movies play well here. Just make sure my drive is nice and optimized, I should say. Trim it out. Okay. Hopefully that'll help. We'll see. Okay, so for Sonja here, I don't want all the freckles. She is actually super buff. I mean, she got veins all over her. She got muscles. Got a six-pack. As a barbarian should, but I just want her a little whiter. Kind of like red Sonja is what I'm going for. Maybe a little more pink than that. There you go. And red Sonja has green eyes. It's light green, medium green, dark green. I like the medium green. All right, for the hair, I've gone through all these hair options and they all suck. So this is pretty much the best one. But do I go with actual red hair? Or do I go with copper hair? Or do I go with like redhead auburn hair? I don't know. I don't like the copper hair, so that's what I'm gonna go with. The eyebrows I don't love. We're gonna get the thin ones. Yeah, thin ridge. Accessories, the eye smoke is actually really good. I don't like the earrings. Or the nose rings. I don't like that. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. And I don't like that blue on her eyes, the blowed. I like that one right there, Glory's Edge. Looks pretty tough. And we're gonna leave the color as blue. She's gonna be a seasonal character. We're gonna start with the original campaign because I want to show you the story. All right, so here we go with Sonja. And we're gonna watch story here. Can't put it on expert until I finish the prologue, so we're gonna go on to hard. I can't put it on penance until I finish the main campaign. So anyway, we'll put it on hard. Here we go. Just gonna create the character. I hope the music and the sound's coming through okay. I expect a little bit longer load times maybe because I'm streaming, but again, I don't know. It's just a big white screen right now. There we go. Captions are on.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. It became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
It's actually kind of a badass story. It's longer than you think. Got the raven up there. Sonja's riding her horse. Creepy. Don't freak out, horse. That didn't sound good. Sonja used to have a horse. Name was Fred. There's the wolf. There goes your light. Whispers. Now Sonja's stuck with the horse going through the snow. A cave in the distance. There's that wolf. Foreshadowing. Did I just read the game? Oh no. It just taking a little longer to load with the stream going. Okay.
I should find better shelter before I freeze.
We should find better shelter. I am going to make my webcam picture thing a little smaller. I can. Yes. Okay. See if I can reduce a little bit. I just want to make sure you guys can see as much as possible. There we go, that's better. Okay, I hope that's better. Okay. So here's the deal. I beat the game numerous times. I do already have this A down here, the unspent ability points. I already have them. And since we're going on a harder difficulty, and then when we finish the prologue, we're going to go on an even harder difficulty, I'm going to use what I can use. You know what I mean? So first off, we're going to hit A. And we're going to go in. We're doing a Rend Barbarian. So whenever I click off to look at my build guide, just know that's what I'm doing. We're going to take one fillet. So what fillet is, that's my left click. It's my basic skill. I fillet the enemy with whatever weapon I have, a slashing weapon. It could be my two-handed slasher, or it could be one of my dual wield. We're going to deal 1 damage and inflict 9 bleeding damage over 5 seconds. That's important for the bleeding build. That's as much as we're ever going to take in Flay. Then we're going to take Enhanced Flay and Battle Flay. So Enhanced Flay, we're going to get 15% chance to make the enemy vulnerable for 5 seconds. That's important because we're going to have a vulnerable build. So when we look for items and things like that, when we get gear, because this game is very based on gear, we're going to be looking for stuff that inflicts vulnerable damage. So we're going to take that. And we're going to take Battle Flay. When Flay deals direct damage to an enemy, they take 15% increased bleeding from you for the next 3 seconds. And done. The next skill is called a core skill. This is my right hand, or my right button. Mouse button. This is the second thing I'm going to use the most. This one is actually going to be Rend. And this one's going to get leveled up a lot. But for right now, Rend is a cleave an enemy in front of you, basically kind of doing a sweeping motion, dealing 25% damage, inflicting 24 bleeding damage over 5 seconds. We're going to take Rend, then we're going to take Enhanced and Furious Rend. So Enhanced Rend, dealing direct damage with Rend extends the duration of vulnerable, again, vulnerable build, Then we're going to take Furious Rend. Direct damage is Rend grants 5 Fury per enemy. Hit to a maximum of 25 Fury. So that means every time I hit with Rend, I will generate some more Fury, which is how I need to actually use Rend. Because Rend costs 35 Fury. Okay, that is the first 6. I have 6 more. Second up, I'm going to take Ground Stomp. What Ground Stomp is, I'm going to smash the ground, dealing 13 damage and stunning surrounding enemies for 3 seconds. I'm going to take 1 rank of that. Then I'm going to take Enhanced Ground Stomp and Tactical Ground Stomp. So Enhanced generates more Fury. Always need Fury. And we're going to take Tactical. Ground Stomp is now also a brawling skill, deals 900% increased damage, and it applies Vulnerable. Again, we're looking for Vulnerable. Then we're going to take the Tactical Rallying Cry. The Rally Cry, Enhanced, and then Tactical. The Rally Cry is it's a shout, right? Below a Rallying Cry, increase your movement speed by 30. That's important. 30%. And resource generation by 40%. So that gives me more Fury. We're going to take Enhanced Rallying Cry. Grants you an unstoppable while active. And we're going to take Tactical. Rallying Cry generates 20 Fury and grants you an additional 20% resource generation. So again, we're keeping that Fury up. And that's the first 12 points. We're going to get more points here very soon. So, just to let you know, I'm not a Paragon yet, or I'm not level 60 yet, so I don't have a Paragon board, but for my skill trees, we go down to the next one down here, we go down to the next one, then we go down to the ultimate skill, and then we go down to our unconstrained is actually the one we're going to take, but you'll see how it goes. With that, we're going to check out our gear. We have the basic gear you start the game with. A Barbarian are unique in Diablo IV because they have 4 weapons. They have the 2-handed hammer, and then they have 2, like a dual wielding slot, which she has out right now, and then she has the 2-handed sword. So we can equip weapons in these different boxes, and they'll use them depending on what I have set up. And then there's armor, chest, hands, legs, feet, helmet, a necklace for an amulet, and then 2 rings, and that's your basic gear in here. And then our main stat is strength, right? It's just barely higher now, but it's going to get a lot higher soon, and that'll affect our attack power. I do have a bunch of gold from other characters, and I do have a bunch of old balls, and we'll get into what all that stuff means as we go. Looking at my bar down here, my left click is Flay, which we just went over. I don't have enough Fury to Rend right now, but Rend is my right mouse click, and that's going to do the most damage here coming soon until I get my ultimate. And then I have Ground Stomp is number 1, and then number 2 is my Rallying Cry. Those may change places a little bit. But right now, she's going to move very slow, so please keep that in mind. Oh, I forgot to do something. So, also in my character sheet, there's socketables where you can put gems and various things in your gear. Consumables, which are like potions and things like that. Dungeon keys, which you'll get various keys and things like that. Oh, well, thanks, Gonzo. What's up, buddy? I am a huge fan of Red Sonja, the comic book. Not so much the 80s movie with Brigitte Nielsen, although back in the day. And I just kind of like barbarians overall. And then, getting back to the game, there's Witchcraft. This is a Season 7 thing, and this is going to help us get through enemies faster, because like I said, I'm concerned with getting through the story and not dying a whole bunch of times. So we're going to pick these things that are going to help us out, and I have a bunch of them leveled up. First thing we're going to pick is this Doom Orb, and you're going to see when I put it on, there's this little orb that's going to surround her. That's going to kill things. Makes it a little easier. Then I have the Firebat Swarm. That's going on there. And you'll see like these Firebats come down and attack the enemy from time to time. Shaking Soul Your Eldritch effects apply vulnerable for 9 seconds. So, again, we're making things more vulnerable. I'm going to take Soul Harvest. That helps me with primary core stat. Boost that up. So we're going to put that on. Twilight Warding. We're going to have a barrier surround me. That's like an armor barrier. You'll see it pop up here soon. And then Aura of Siphoning. There's the barrier. That will deal 48 poison damage every second for anybody who comes into that. And you see it just forming around me. Early on, that is going to annihilate all these early enemies, so keep that in mind. We're going to start moving around. My Doom Orb actually does attack the environment. And I go and I get these little... Oh, see, it just went and got a wolf. You can interact with these little pieces of the environment. Sometimes you'll get gold. I don't have my puppy right now to go get it for me. Not that I need it. I have like 7 million gold in here. Just winding down before bed. Same here, bro. I just wanted to start a character from scratch and do the story, so please tune in and watch the rest of the stream at your leisure, Gonzo.
Should clear up when the storm is past.
So eventually we'll be able to get past that road. Oh, kill the wolf. And kill more wolves. So those are the fire bats you just saw. So I could go around here and do all the stuff. I hate being so slow. You can see all my abilities are killing things before I even have a chance. But when you're brand new to this game, you're going to want to do this. Get as much gold as you can, although it's nothing as far as gold goes. You'll get way more later. Wolf down there. And pretty much, we're going to start off in a dungeon almost immediately. Will do while I play some Final Fantasy. Nice. I wish I could have gotten into that game, man. I just couldn't do it. Okay, so now we're in this little town called the Besk.
Everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
So it's very
Careful.
Romania.
He's a wild one.
Very Transylvania, Romania type deal. Okay, so we're gonna go into this barn. We're gonna talk to Oswin here. This is the guy that was biting him.
What's it to you?
Oswin, hush. I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
She will explain. Notice the hooks, and there's nothing on those
There is
hooks.
evil staring in the ruins to the north.
Of course, we're not in the raid.
That poor monk back there must have gone inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Keep in mind, this goes off right after Diablo 3 as far as the lore. So angels are real. The main antagonist in this version of game is Lilith, demon. Let's talk to Isbel.
These will keep you safe.
We're not going to buy any of those weapons. This person over here.
What's that? You say something?
Nope.
I heard.
We're going to heal, even though we don't need to.
If Devmir's taking up all the space by the fire, just give him a shove.
All right.
Fire's looking good, but I should watch it a little longer to make sure it doesn't go out.
Sure. Just staying warm there, huh, fella?
A warm hearth. There are still
We're
things
gonna
to
talk
be
to Bonnie.
grateful for in this world.
So I want to just kind of do the story, but at the very beginning, I'll do some of these side talking things.
Nothing special about our little town, but it's home.
Yeah. Nothing special.
We'll do what we can for him. Might have to keep him in the shed for now, though. He tried to bite off Usman's fingers.
Oh well, finally some shelter.
I'm sorry, it's a bit cramped.
Actually, it's not that
Still
bad.
better than a cave.
All right, let's do it. Isn't so, what can you tell me about the people here?
Alenta went a bit deaf last winter. You might need to speak up around her.
It isn't safe here, though.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there?
Of
We
course.
have nowhere else to turn.
No one should live in fear. I will cleanse the old ruins of evil.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
Dungeon 10. And we leveled up to level 2. Before we go out there, you're gonna see we completed the quest. And let me look at my build guide. So for some reason it wants us to grab charge. We are going to get rid of it at some point. For now, we unlock the 3rd tier here. Charge is basically you rush forward. Eventually, we're going to keep leap, which is kind of where you jump into the whole phrase. So I'm going to keep that for now because we are going to end up getting rid of charge, and that's going to turn into our ultimate. So for now, we'll start with leap. All right, let's go find this dungeon. You can see we have the map up here. I'll bring it up. This shows the little town. This is where we were started at, the cave. You can zoom in and out here. It's a big world here. This whole area is the DLC. This area, when we can get to it eventually, is going to be where the Tree of Whispers is at. That's the Season 7 content. These little black things, those are waypoints where we could do fast travel, and it's worth it. You don't want to ride a horse through the whole thing. But basically there's different areas, right? You have Fractured Peaks over here, which is where we're at. The capital is Kielvashad. You have the north, which is Skosklin, kind of like Scotland. They even talk in that accent. Capital of that is Saragar, the Dry Steppes. Kind of very deserty. Capital of that is Kadbardu. Kyrgyzstan over here, really cool area. Capital of that is Gayakul. And then over here in Habazar, another really cool area. The capital is Zarbinzet. And then down here in Nahantu, the capital is not really shown. It's not, well, it is Kures. Kures is the capital. So these little red things, these are strongholds, and that is kind of like an outdoor dungeon, and you get a bunch of renown when you complete those. But the way this stuff works is when I go into the renown tab, you can see right now we're in Fractured Peaks, and as you go, I've already earned this. It stays on your account, so I can't get rid of that. Embrace the grind and use a horse. There's no way I'm riding across every place in this game. I'll ride across a lot just to get experience, but I will be fast traveling. Anyway, as you go through the regions, you will build up renown by doing dungeons, hitting waypoints, strongholds, side quests, which we're not going to do very many, discovering areas, again, side dungeons, small side dungeons, or just the actual dungeons, and discovering the altars of Lilith. I've already discovered all of the altars, so you can't rediscover them. So they're already done, but I'll show you guys what they look like when we get there. So I've already got these bonuses, but I can go ahead and hit claim. Eventually, when I hit level 60, I will be able to unlock extra Paragon points and Obols. Obols is a way to get gear later on a randomized system, because this game is all about what kind of gear you have and your build. So that is how that works. Up here, there is a season reward type of deal. I'm not going to grab any of them right now because I'm level 2 and that gear would be trash. Collections, you can see what challenges you've done, things like that. Also in the collections is, it's stats, right? Stuff you've done. There's a social tab because you can play with friends. It is technically an MMO. What clan you have? I do have a clan. It is the B team. And I have played with Tibbs in here before. And then there's a shop where you can buy stuff. All the stuff you buy, it's all cosmetic. So, anyway, on with the game. So, we are going to head towards this little yellow dot up on the mini map, because that is where our dungeon is. And by the time these wolves hit my poison aura, they're already dead. That's not going to last too long. Might last a few levels. Pretty soon they're going to be strong enough. Look at this polar bear. And automatically dead. Some of these skeletons up here are a little bit stronger. There we go. Skelly. Jade by Gala. So here's first piece of gear. I hover over it. It's 30 item power, which is better than my high gloves, but it's still just 2 armor. So I'll go ahead and swap it out. No, I like the look of the other one. We can choose a wardrobe to keep. And we'll do that when we get that Kyoba shot. But right now, we can't even do it right now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and enter the dungeon. Icehowl Ruins. The starter dungeon. I mean, one of the first things you do is go into a dungeon, right? But it's a fairly tame starter dungeon. So they all look fairly similar sometimes. So we're destroying the entire environment. Something starts with the system we have. Okay. I don't think there's a lot of bad guys until later. So basically it's just meant to give you kind of a creep factor. Oh, we found some pants. Are those better? They are better. See those 6 armor? So they're 2 better than what I have. So we're gonna go ahead and equip those. They look terrible, but that's okay. Right now it's all about the best, the best stats to help us out. Go through that door. Nothing in that crate. Auto killed. And boom, we're already level 3. So we'll go ahead and upgrade our guy. We're taking Enhanced Leap, and then we'll be taking Power Leap. So Enhanced Leap, and then we'll be taking Enhanced Leap. With Leap, again, you jump into the battle, and then you're gonna generate. You're gonna knock some people back. It does a little bit of damage. There's a cooldown on it. With Enhanced Leap, if it doesn't damage any enemies, its cooldown's reduced, so you can use it faster. And then with Power Leap, if it damages at least one enemy, I'm going to gain Fury, so then I can use Rend. So I'm sure you see how this is going. Oh. Oh, is it trying to recover? I was worried about like it's trying to recover. I was worried about the game with streaming because I have the detail set pretty high. Diablo 4 is not responding. I'll give it a sec. Oh, there we go. It came back. It came back. Server recovery. To be quite honest, Blizzard's servers do suck, but they're better than Star Citizens. So, oh, now we got demons. I still don't have enough Fury to even use Rend. I'll go ahead and I'm going to change Jump to number 2. I think. It lets me. There we go. I Shout to number 3. I don't think I can. Nope, I don't have it yet. So I'm gonna jump on that barrel. The barrel's gonna blow up, and it does some damage. That one did more damage. When you get damaged, I can hit Q and drink a potion, and I will fill my life back up. So that's how that works. And then I can grab new potions out in the world. If I need to escape someone really quick, like this barrel's blowing up. Oh, I'm gonna hit space and use my quick evade to get out of danger. So that's how that works. We're gonna go down this side area as we murder all these demons. Trying to find some gear. Notice when I did hit leap, my fury generated pretty high. So now I can actually use red. Hey, there's a chest, some shoes, some gold, some pants. The shoes, these are blue, so they're like beginning magic level, basically. They will generate 1 fury per second, which is great at a low level. And the pants have more armor, so we'll also wear those pants, which are better looking than the ones I had. Oh look, another chest. So this J-Claw grip, more armor, it'll go on even though it looks dumb. And the club. So the thing with the weapons is I'm gonna end up getting stuff with vulnerable damage, but in the beginning, give me just more overall damage, and I'm fine with it. So we're gonna swap out our weapons all the time. Oh, I found some more stuff. Oh, we have magic gloves, so adding strength, even better. And then we did level, so we're gonna take power leap. Okay. We're blowing up people. What's over here? Nothing's over there. So a lot of these dungeons are circular. They'll lead back to the same place. Which is where this one's going. Oh, Gwen! To finally go use Gwen. Nothing in there. No treasure. It does go a lot faster once you get movement speed up. There's a little healing well that'll refill your potions and heal you. If you need it, we don't need it. Alright, we went down a level of the dungeon, so things are going to get a little more intense. A little tiny bit. Found a hand axe. Magic. We will replace our other one. The item power is 65 to 20. It's going to give us some damage over time. Don't care about that. Just, it's more powerful right now. My little Doom Orb is doing its job. No bad guys there, no chests. Little bats are doing their thing. Oh, I jumped on the fallen. It's just annihilating everything. Alright. Usually at the end of the dungeons there is a big bad evil guy. Oh, no gear drops in there. We're getting close to the end, where the story really begins. Hey, level 5. Okay, so the build guide has me going for power leap. I'm sorry, for power charge. So I'll go ahead and take it, but I know we're getting rid of it. So for now, we'll grab it. So what that does is it lets me become unstoppable and rush forward. That's assigned to number 4. I'll try it if these guys can last. There we go. Oh, there we go. I went and hit him with my big two-handed mallet. But we're hitting the end here. Where's our bad guy? Ah, priest. And he's dead. That fast. So, uneventful right there. Didn't do any damage or anything. We did get some gear. We got new ham wraps. I'm not going to change them because they don't have strength on them. I'm marking them as junk so I can salvage them. We got a new short sword. Very nice. Take that. New boots. I'm not going to take the ones. I like the ones that give me fury, so I'm not going to take those. And we have a polearm now instead of a two-handed sword. It's more damage, and it applies vulnerable damage, which is kind of a big deal. Not early on, but we're going to go ahead and take it. Apply it. Then we're going to climb out of this dungeon. We're about to get a cutscene here soon. Probably need to reboot this computer. I think there's a memory leak with Diablo 4 and it just kills performance. Okay, so we're gonna roll back to town. So here's the thing about town. Here's a guy, here's Oswald here.
Bastard monk! Punched me in the gut and ran off into the woods.
So the guy that got him, he said he ran off into the woods, so he's definitely not in there. So we're gonna go back into here. We can sell our stuff if we want to. We're just gonna hang out for now.
You've returned.
And I need to talk to Vanny.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Or shout the taste of the stew.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
How we get drunk?
Our savior!
Oh, she can't hold her liquor. And done. And they were waiting for it. Those son of a bitches. And they throw her on the cart. Saw my corpse, and from my mouth crawled hatred. A father burned his children on a pyre, and a mother... Oh, missed it. I gotta read faster. This is a prophecy. I saw the weak made strong, a pack of lambs feasting on roots. Tears of blood rained on a desert jewel, and the way to hell was torn asunder. Then came a spear of light, piercing hatred's heart, and he who was bound in chains was set free. Prophecy by Rathma. Well, now the barn looks a lot different, considering all the dead bodies hanging up there. A lot of bodies. Body parts, organs, skeletons.
By mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory before you die.
Put that in her mouth.
Not ready yet.
Take that, sucker!
They're coming! The whole damn village!
Yosef.
Get up! Get up! We have to
All
fight
right,
our way
bro.
out! There!
Let's do this.
May the light preserve us.
So Cathedral of Light saved our lives. Remember that.
Lock, go!
Oh!
All of you!
That person's dead. Alright, we're going through these barn doors. Liam, you're dead. And you're dead.
That was all of them. Light willing.
Early on, they're super weak. My WoW warrior. You're the madman from the shed.
Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and...
Oh, she puked.
What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of
Blood
blood?
petals.
They must have fed them to me.
A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this?
Someone
Perhaps
taught them.
the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
Oh, let's find out. What do you know, a key? Let's go to the chapel. Alright, we're about to see a story of what happened to this town. It's pretty effed up, so. Hey, look.
Blood petals.
Blood petals.
Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
Story time. Hey, I just killed her.
shameful.
The
Our
mouths wrong.
Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. Drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Oh, a petal of blood. What do you know?
Sin is their birthright. My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself. Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Love her 2 different colored eyes. Watch out, homie.
Resist her temptation.
And you just got checked out.
Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
They have awakened, Mother.
The first of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
And now you meet Lilith.
You came to thank the light.
How did I get out of here?
You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
And a vision.
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
Help them.
She called them her children, and they welcomed her. Like a mother.
Mother? No. It cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty, but he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us. Bring him to the cathedral in Kyovashad, and you will be in the light's favor.
All right. And now, oh, we did get a necklace. Oh, we got some other stuff. We got better arms, a better breastplate. Oh, it's red. Interesting. And a necklace. So this thing right here, that is an altar of Lilith. When you activate them, it gives you one of the altars. If you get them all, you get bonuses, you get skill points, basically. So there's this little trap. Oh, we're gonna go down here for a second. Nothing in here? Yeah, there's definitely a dungeon here later. See how they're just getting a little stronger? Find dead bodies around here all the time. There's this little side dungeon right here. It's a little mini dungeon. And it's very small. It's just a cellar. So we'll go down there. And they're done. Ground stomp action. I got a new weapon. And a level. So we're gonna upgrade the charge to enhanced charge. And we're gonna upgrade our hand axe to a club. That's it. They're just really small. Some of them are a little bit bigger. Alright, let's go find... Well, we'll hit the channeling shrine first. We'll go find Lorath. So these little channeling shrines, this one's protection, so I'll get increased armor. And then bad guys show up. And we don't even have to worry about them. I do get increased movement speed with this. And I killed a bunch of deer. Stuff matters more when it's here in the open world. Hey, a chest with just potions. Awesome. Oh, those spiders. We're gonna see more spiders. Come down from the ceiling. There he is. They stand no chance. Gonna duck under that. Making my way downtown. Eventually you get this little dog or something and it goes around and collects all the gold and things like that. You can leave on the ground. There's a bunch of berries. We'll see a dead trapped deer here. You don't know what's going on, but it's Lorath trapped there. And here's his house.
Is anyone here?
We're just gonna go to a stranger's house, uninvited. Or look around. We're gonna open a secret door. Trap.
Short fangs. Young. Freshly turned. An easy kill. Further south than the others. They're spreading.
Vampires. Story time.
If you're going to trespass into my home, rifle through my things, at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
You like Laura?
That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is. Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary. She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
And me? Am I corrupted?
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kiovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
So now we're headed to Kiovashad. He's following us.
Whoa. This close to the city. Lilith's evil is spreading.
Oh, Orbane. Find some more. Kill all the bad guys in one shot.
Never thought I'd live to see your way.
Oh, there's a statue right here.
The angel in Arius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us. And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it.
And Arius.
Kiovashad lies just ahead.
Arius is an asshole. And we're at Kiovashad. Gatehouses.
Hold. To enter the city,
We have
you
no
must
time for
first...
this. To enter Kiovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. Meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you?
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine. But this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you.
So, should we be
Cast it into the brazier.
sin of fear, sin of anger, sin of pride, sin of greed, or
So too will the
scribbles?
light burn away your sin.
So, no matter what we put, Lorath is going to have a reaction to it. So, let's do pride.
Pride.
Okay.
Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you. Welcome to Kyovashad.
And
No.
here's Lorath.
What did you write on a little piece of wood? Something about hubris or pride, perhaps? Well,
It's like you knew.
it matters little, I suppose. I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you.
Alright, so now we're running
Tattoos,
errands.
Sway back. Cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crowbait.
With what you're paid, you're lucky she has 4 legs.
So we're going to hit our first waypoint. Now we can fast travel there. We're going to go in here and get the items. Osrin, weird.
Ah, so the old man's finally decided to buy it back. Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he? If he wants his weapon, you will need to pay.
Or a 4.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same.
That's an amulet.
No charge.
Got it. Now we're gonna go salvage this gear to get
Father bless.
materials.
What do you need? You can take what's left.
We'll go find Lorath.
Yes, apologies.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
The mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim. Donan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Sounds like he could help us.
You should seek him out in Skosglan. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me?
I'm going to the dry steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned.
And off goes Lorath.
Sometimes our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it. Whether it is by accident or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it. The wanderer lost in the storm, fed the blood of Lilith, saved by a lone monk. Different lives and incidents drawn together. By what? Destiny? Or some greater power pulling the strings? I did not know.
I know.
But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred. The Wanderer's connection to her gave me hope. Imagine that.
Leveled. So now we can actually get a horse as well. So for now, we're gonna buy the power charge, enhanced charge. And then we're getting rid of them. Out to the stable guy.
Take one of my steeds, free of charge.
So I already have a horse. We're gonna go change the difficulty. Hey, look, another player. We're starting over too. Faster. Think we can change the difficulty now? Yes. To experts. More experience. More gold. Okay, so from here, got some new boots. I'm gonna use these. I hit Z, and we are on our horse. Pretty cool. Hop off our horse. We're gonna change our wardrobe for the foreseeable future. Except for the helmet, because I don't have a helmet yet. But I don't know what I want her to wear. Not that, and she'll wear this outfit for the rest of the game, basically. I mean, we can change it as we go. If you guys don't like it, let me know. I'll change it around. Some of these are pretty cool, but I kind of want her to be a little Skyrim, little Red Sonja. That's actually pretty cool. The Samward. That's Warcraft right there. King Marion. Warlord plate. Leather tunic. I don't want her to be from the desert necessarily. That's pretty Skyrim. Exceptional. That's like a cape. Cool looking. Doom armor, the coven, the bone weave. Actually looks pretty cool. It's great, the Archon. Let's go with bone weave for now. Let's see if we can find a theme here. Hate that she's wearing sandals. She looks very warm. Let's go with the exceptional. I like this color scheme better, even though it's still juice. Yeah, looks better.
Aid would be welcome.
People are talking. Okay, we're gonna back out, and we're going to. I'm not gonna mess with the weapons right now.
You are courting pain and death.
I'm not gonna mess with the weapons right now because they're gonna change quite a bit over time, and like if I wanted to, like I have this short sword over here, it'll stay, but I'll probably swap it out. It should come back at some point in time. I do like the Dune blade. The club, it's just a mace. Go with Something hammery. Nope. Truncheon's cool. Spike. Well, I guess a good old Morning Star. Yeah. Two-handed hammer. Very Warcraft paladin. The Elder Mace. I like the Great Maul there. It's pretty cool. Let me go with that. Let's go with the Greater Maul. And then for our polearm right now, we may change that to an axe or a two-handed sword again. Oh, I like the halberd. It's pretty dope. These are the things you can purchase for your cosmetics. Actually, I like the halberd quite a bit. We'll keep that. We'll grab our animal. We can get a little puppy, a little husky, a little kitty, or I got this guy. Pale Perry, he's a little goat. He doesn't do anything but grab your stuff, but she's gonna go with a husky. Confirm that look. Then we're gonna go to the stable and we're gonna look at our horse. There's different horses. You can even ride a cat or a lion. Jaguar. I kind of want her to go with just kind of a normal looking horse. I like that horse. She's going to use the barbarian kind of Mount Ariat. Barding. Iron Reliquary. Confirm that. And done. So now she has her little dog with her. And if I go onto my horse, it looks like that. And I can take this little side quest.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise. But I can't let them see me as soft. Mind giving them a cheer?
She wants me to go cheer.
Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass. Everybody wins.
I'll handle it.
I just have to go up here and I use an emote of cheer.
Brutal. I like it.
And that was it. That's the quest.
Thanks. I hope they don't get used to it.
It will. And that's it. And you can do the little side quests all over. Some of them are much longer. Now we're going to go up to the Cathedral of Light here. This is a huge part of the game. You're here a lot. We're going to go meet the Reverend Mother and meet up with Iosif.
We were born in sin, children of darkness. But the Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light.
That's a Yosef down there. That's Reverend Mother Raba.
We must be ever vigilant against sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away wickedness. Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Yes, Reverend Mother. Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
Lilith.
So, you know.
I know.
We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in the west. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light. I had thought to send Lorath, but...
Again, he fails in his duty.
With or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done. Take the knight's report before you go.
Reverend Mother, I received a report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines.
A horned woman.
Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
So we have to go to Yelesna. And where we're going to go, we're going to end up going in this mine, and we're going to meet up with another of the protagonists for the whole game. Even the expansion. Her name is Nayrel. Sad story. First, we're going to explore Kielbashad a little bit.
You, wanderer, I know what you are.
Over here is the healer. Way up here is she does rings and amulets and stuff like that. You can buy different things. Can't do anything here until level 10. You can also sell stuff to her. There's our stashes in here, which is we have stuff in our stash. Store it here. You can share it between characters. We've already been down to the stable. I can switch out my horse. You'll spend most of your time in a certain area. Over here, we're going to go to the Alchemist, which is the Mortar and Pestle. And I can't upgrade my healing potions until I'm level 10.
If you've got the makings, I can mix it.
That's what I would do. And she also crafts other things. She can transmute items. She can craft elixirs and craft incense, which makes you stronger. Gives you experience boost, things like that. Coming up here. So you spend most of your time in this area over here, right? Here's the blacksmith. This guy will salvage a bunch of stuff. Like I can choose to salvage this. And I got rawhide from that. Once you can also repair stuff here. When you die, you lose stats on your gear, and you can repair here. And then once you get way further along in the game, in the torment levels, you can basically have him craft a mythic unique, which is super, super powerful. But it requires a resplendent spark, which are very, very rare. Eventually you'll be able to do tempering, which you can put certain stats you can add to your gear. You can change different things about them. You only have so many rolls you can do. A pretty neat mechanic. And then eventually masterworking, where when you have a legendary, unique, or mythic unique, you can throw it in here. He'll masterwork it, and it'll up those stats by like 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, and 25%. That's in-game stuff. I do have a cache of herbs, and I got a short sword, which is better than what I have right now. So I will swap that out. I'll mark that as junk. I'll tell him to salvage the junk. I got iron chunks from that. Over here we have the guy who sold us some stuff, and I just sell gear to when I'm looking for money and not crafting materials. And then you have Kratya the jeweler. Eventually I'll be able to slot my gear with jewelry slots, and then I'll be able to put jewels in them, and jewels do different things. For instance, topaz, and there's different levels of jewels. On a weapon, topaz gives you basic damage. On armor, it gives you intelligence, and on jewelry, it'll give you lightning resistance. I don't want to craft any topaz right now. Skull, in a weapon, you'll get life on a kill. In armor, you'll get more healing. In jewelry, you'll get more armor. On a sapphire, basically, sapphires is what we're going to end up going for a bunch. We're going to put those on our weapons when we finally hit a weapon where we're going to keep for a little bit. Because it adds 9% vulnerable damage to the weapon. And if they're vulnerable, they will take more damage. For our armor, we're probably looking at rubies, because that's going to add strength when we slot our armor. And for our jewelry, Depending on what armor we're at, the max you can cap out on your armor is 1,000. So we might put skulls in there. Some point we might do like diamonds. We need stats. I don't think we'll ever need dexterity. We're not going to need intelligence. We're a barbarian. But maybe a skull. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This person can also unsocket gems. You have an armor, or if you salvage your armor, the gems come out and you keep them. I see they can add sockets to different things as well. They can do rune crafting. Rune is when you're out of you beat the game, or at least level 50, I think. And then you can level 60 maybe. You can start getting runes, and you can combine runes together, and you get special stats, kind of like jewels, but they're a little different. And then jewelry crafting, you can craft. If I wanted more rubies, I could craft more rubies. Using fragments of other gems to make rubies. Kind of weird, but I can salvage gems as well.
Come back and see us.
And then I have a stash in here as well. And then this guy over here is the Purveyor of Curiosities.
Father, bring you luck?
So I could roll these things called obols over here. And I could spend them to get random items from this person. And like, some of the two-handed stuff costs 100 obols. Throughout the course of the game, you'll probably earn 3,000 or so. But you do have to remember to spend them at some point because they do cap out. I'm nowhere near the cap. But you can also buy Whispering Keys here. And so I'm going to buy a bunch of these. I'm going to buy 10. They only cost 10 each. And when you run across a chest called a silent chest, it requires a Whispering Key. So make sure to have a bunch on hand, and then I restock as needed later. And then this guy, you're going to spend a lot of time with this guy, the Occultist. So this guy, again, everything's about gear in Diablo, so he's going to take your gear. At this page, he can imprint an aspect onto your gear from your codexes of power. You get codexes of power from completing dungeons, strongholds, tempering manual. Like, there's all kinds of different ways you can get codexes, but he could take a piece of gear and then I could imprint something on it. Like for boots, usually beginning of the game, I do Aspect of Slaughter, giving me 20% increased movement speed, unless I take damage from a close enemy. And then I get it back after like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So you really want to be able to move faster in the game. So this is a big one, right? For weapons, you can do offensive things. You get things that are very specific to barbarians, and you'll earn more aspects as you complete dungeons and do things within the game. Then he crafts sigils, which I haven't done a lot, but like nightmare sigils, you can go to a nightmare dungeon with them. It costs sigil powder to make sigils. Nightmare dungeons are time dungeon. You can earn runes and things like that. Obol or certain items that you'll need to craft other things later. She can salvage dungeon keys here. And another big one, they can enchant here. I've wasted more money on enchantment than anything I've ever done. Basically, you can I could stick my boots in here, and then I could re-roll. I can't because it has to be a rare item or higher, but I could pick which stat and I could re-roll it depending on the list here. And it costs more every time you re-roll. And I've had stuff up into the tens of millions trying to get one certain stat. And that is the basics of Diablo 4 there. We're going to ride out to where we're going to go. We're going to bring up the map. We're going to go to Act 1, Tarnish Luster. We're going to go to Yelesta. You can see the map gives us a little way which we're going to go. We're going to get on the horse and we're going to ride around. And there's a waypoint over here as well. We don't have to. We can do whatever we want. We are going to, and we're going to hop on our horse. But we'll stop and fight here and there. I can hit space to make my horse run faster. Let's see, there's side quests out in the wild here. There's all stuff. Oh, there's bad guys here.
I'm low on fury.
I think we'll probably stop for the night once we get through this.
What is this?
Found an exorcist cache, so that's a side quest. Oh, we should level. What are we gonna do for leveling? Let me reload. So, taking all those. The next one is Hit Fighter, and to upgrade Furious Rend. We're gonna work on Furious Rend right now. Well, not play. So we'll get this to 5. Then we'll find out where Pit Fighter's at. Right there. Then we'll get that to 3. Yeah, let's keep going. Some ore. See, normally I would just be rolling with the horse through here, but we're trying to find some bad guys to kill. Again, normally I would jump or run to those guys. Hey, we found some horse. Oh, we have a bunch of gear. So we got a vampire short sword. Okay, it's better. That is better because it has strength. Technically these are better because they're 9 armed, but I'm not worried about it. And I'm not worried about this. That one jump got me a bunch of stuff. Trying to keep my hand on my house. Eventually, we will have a bunch of fury getting generated. I'm not worried about using rends. This is a combat strike. We'll start blasting people. So we want to find as many bad guys as we can. Alright. Just a little experience there. That rallying cry can run a little faster. I'm used to doing this with a barbarian, if I'm honest. Hey, I'm a level to 9. That's why we don't just ride the horse. So we made our way to town. We're immediately gonna go find the waypoint. So now we can fast travel. We're gonna upgrade our rend again. We're gonna check our gear. We have a new breastplate. It's better, so we're gonna swap that out. And we're gonna salvage all the junk.
Come back if you need work.
Alright, and now we're gonna go in here. And we're gonna talk to that guy.
What do you need?
Prava sent me. I'm looking for Vigo.
You and that nuisance of a child both. Girl's been nagging us about a demon woman all week. Vigo's gone, looking into her claims. He should be at the mining camp north of here. Whole escort of knights went missing there last week, along with the girl's mother and another woman. Watch yourself out there.
So lots going on at the mine. So as you do these quests, you're gonna get experience, right?
Can't you see I'm busy? Yes, the knights are not preferred.
So there's side quests you can do here as well.
One this town desperately needs.
But most of these small little towns, you're looking at a blacksmith, somewhere to sell stuff. Sometimes they have a they'll have a little letter. Oh, and the game wanted to freeze. Which is actually okay.